Hey everybody, I'm Jackie Somerville. Welcome to this edition of Jackie Straight Up. I talk about love, sex, dating, and romance. So glad you're here. Today I'm answering a viewer's question. This is also from a younger man who wants to date older women. And he said that he's been hit on at work quite aggressively by an older woman who is married. And he wants to know my opinion about dating a married woman. Ooh. All right. Well, first of all, I come at this with some experience as well as zero judgment. I do believe we all get to set our own standards, and that it's very important that you look within your soul and figure out what your standards are, unrelated to what society dictates. Who are you in your soul? Because being true to you is super important here. When I say that I have had some experience in this, I have been cheated on in a relationship, and I have also had an affair with a married man. Not proud of it. I wrote extensively about it in one of my books. What I ascertained from that is that it's really important to have your own standards, be clear on your own standards, and to stick to them. And you know, I have a standard of loyalty. I have a standard of considering relationships to be sacred. And so when I slept with a married man, that violated that part of me, that very important part of who I am. And when you violate your standards and who you are, it feels really horrible. And you start to really feel a great deal of disrespect for yourself. And that leads you to making all sorts of other bad decisions. And it's just a downward spiral. And when you're thinking about these sorts of things, decide what your standards are, and to realize that your own self-respect is super critical in life. So if you're feeling like you are doing something that negates self-respect, I would encourage you not to do it. So my answer in simple terms to whether somebody should sleep with a married woman is no, I don't think you should. Having said that, you got to do you, but dig deep in your soul and look at and see what are your own standards and how are you disrespecting yourself in your life. Because as you know, I talk about this all the time. How we feel about ourselves determines our entire life. It determines who we are attracting, how we're being in the world, how successful we are. All of these things are determined by how we feel about ourselves. And when you're disrespecting yourself, you feel really shitty about yourself, and that's going to influence everything in your life. So think about it very carefully. Also, it's come to my attention from some of my clients and the younger men that I've been counseling lately that there are a lot of fairly aggressive older women out there, cougars as it were. And while I have dated younger men and really enjoyed it and obviously spoken about it quite extensively in my videos, I have never pursued any man, in fact, because I truly believe that the man should do the chasing. I believe that's biological. I believe that works best. And that is what I counsel my clients on. So I have never aggressively pursued a younger man. The people I have dated have all hit on me first. And so when a woman who is married is aggressively pursuing you, you need to know a couple of things. First of all, the chances that she's going to sleep with you are usually quite slim because she doesn't want to jeopardize her relationship with her husband or be found out by her husband. A lot of times it's because somebody is miserable in their marriage or they're not getting attention in their marriage and they're looking for attention elsewhere. And once you give them that attention, that satisfies them enough that they're desirable, and they most probably won't sleep with you. That's the first thing. Obviously, there's exceptions to every rule. I'm talking generally here. The second thing is that most of them by far will not leave their husbands for you if that's what you're after. Tread very lightly when it comes to this. And this is why in my course for younger men looking to date older women, I go in depth into you developing your own self-respect, your self-esteem, your self-confidence. Because a very confident guy isn't going to say yes to situations that don't feel good to him or that are a little iffy, right? When we have confidence, when we have high self-esteem, we aren't desperate to be wanted and liked by somebody else. And so we're able to make better decisions because you're thinking with your head a little bit and not entirely 100% with your dick, right? So it's super important to have a great deal of self-esteem. I sound like a stuck record on this subject, but it just is. Life is so much better when we are confident and we have high self-esteem. So check out the course. The link is below this video. So that's my take on it. The short answer is no. Don't sleep with a married person. It's really best not to. Why would you want to put yourself in that situation if you can help it? And when you work on your own self-esteem, your own self-confidence, and looking and feeling really great, you're not going to have to. There's going to be way more options for you that don't include somebody who's married. So always think about what is their intent. And usually if a married woman is hitting on you very aggressively, it's because she is desperate for some attention that she's not getting in her marriage. I would suggest you don't go there. However, if somebody's watching this video and that's where they have been and they've done that and they feel fine about it, like I said, absolutely zero judgment from me. I don't exactly have a pure track record on this anyway, so I speak from experience. I only know how it made me feel when I violated my own standards, my own soul, who I really am. So get to know yourself, build up your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and this whole dating game is going to be so much better for you. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've liked it, please click the like button, share it with others, and leave me a comment. I do love to hear from you. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so now and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.